Hello there, this is Ajit Navlaka, and in this video I'm sharing with you how to use positive psychology in coaching. You may have already heard about positive psychology and you may be using it unconsciously in your coaching, but in this video I'll be sharing with you 5 specific tools that are used in positive psychology as well to be able to use it in your coaching practice. But before I get started, let me tell you what is positive psychology. Positive psychology is a relatively new form of psychology. It emphasizes the positive influences in a person's life. These might include character strengths, optimistic emotions, and constructive institutions. This theory is based on the belief that happiness is derived from both emotional and mental factors. In simpler terms, it basically is understanding that if you focus on the positive, you tend to create better outcomes in your life. I'm oversimplifying it, but just for the sake of this video, let's simplify it in a way that we can truly understand. And now let's get into the techniques that you can use that are derived from positive psychology that will help you in your coaching practice. The first technique I have for you from positive psychology in coaching is a reflection. I want you to imagine your ideal self and then reflect into how much joy or what kind of joy would you feel as you imagine that, as you feel into that. This is a great exercise to do with your clients. Everyday life can sometimes feel daunting and challenging, but creating an ideal future self or imagining an ideal future self and what joy it gives us in the moment of now, it's a great way to bring your client's attention to their positive self, to the possibility that lies ahead of them. Often life may feel very constrained, and when we're working with our clients, they may feel their life is constrained. But when we give them the opportunity to really reflect into the ideal version of themselves and the joy they get to have when they experience the ideal version of themselves, gives them that space and expansion to really lean into what may be possible for them. And that gives them a positive, more affirmative direction today. That gives them more positive feelings today. And as we reflect into more positive feelings, it creates space to go away from what may be happening as a circumstance of life right now and really look into the possibilities of the future. So first exercise that you can guide your coaching clients with is to help them reflect into ideal self, their ideal self in the future, and feel the joy of that person or them becoming that person right now so they can start from a place and be in the place of joy. The second exercise is called gratitude journaling. The reason why gratitude journaling is so very powerful is because very often our brain focuses on the negative. And it focuses on the negative because it's trying to protect us from the world around us. It's trying to say, oh, that's scary, safe from this, safe from that. And while, yes, that may be a great safety mechanism for our brain, it doesn't put us in a positive, more affirmative state. It doesn't help us create more because it's hard to create from a place of fear. It's hard to create from a place where we are scared of something. And so, putting ourselves in a state by writing a gratitude journal, by being appreciative of what is, even if it is a small little thing, and writing it down on a physical pen and paper actually changes your state. It has been found through research that just thinking about gratitude absolutely changes your state, but writing about it makes it more affirmative. It increases your state even more. It is because you're not only engaging your mental faculties, but you're engaging your physical faculties. So it really reinstates the gratitude that you have, and it really creates a more powerful, more affirmative, more positive emotion in your life right now. So my invitation is don't only do a gratitude practice, do a gratitude journal. Write what you're grateful for every single day. 5 minutes, whatever it may be. It could be a tiny thing. It could be a plant in your house. It could be the air that you breathe, or something more magnificent like the joy that you feel when you reflect into the future or your ideal self, or the joy of doing the work that you do. Whatever it may be, find real reasons to be grateful for. Look into your current life and find gratitude to things that are in your life, from simple things like being able to breathe fresh air, to be able to have a partner that loves you, to have a body that holds your beautiful soul. And write it down so you can really benefit from the gratitude exercise. Which brings me to the third technique. Our mind, like I said, focuses on the negative, and it focuses on the negative just because it wants to save us. But because we're focusing so much on the negative, we forget to appreciate the positive of any instance. And that is why the exercise that I want to invite you to have your clients do every time they're experiencing a lot of negative emotions, negativity in life, or negative things in life, is to look for 3 positives for every negative. It may seem like a really immature exercise. It may feel childish even. It may feel like it was something that is told to you at school. But when you do that consciously, when you put yourself into a place of saying, okay, I feel the negative emotion that is happening right now. I feel a negative instance. I feel negativity in this environment right now. What are the 3 things that I can be positive about? It could be whatever, small things, doesn't matter. But what happens is when you manage a 3-to-1 ratio in positive to negative, what positive psychologists have found is it's a good ratio for you to stay more positive. It's almost like the first positive that you associate with a negative barely neutralizes. The second one probably neutralizes it, and the third one really puts you in a positive state. So what you want to do, based on what positive psychology says, is for every negative emotion, for every negative feeling, try to find 3 positives. And as you find 3 positives, you'll find as a behavior, you will tend to be more of a positive person. So go ahead and do that exercise. Even if it feels childish, invite your clients to do that so they can see more positive in their lives and not be attached to the negative that seems obvious in their life. It is so interesting to really have our clients reflect on what are they focusing on. There's a fun exercise happened with me when I was just new to personal growth. I was just discovering these ideas around coaching and personal growth and transformation. And one of my friends, when I told him I'm not sold on this idea of positivity, told me to do a very simple exercise on how whatever our attention goes is created in our life. Right? So he told me, okay, I'm going to give you 24 hours. Tell me recently, while walking on the streets, doing your day-to-day activity, have you seen a butterfly? And I said, no, I live in the city. There are no flowers around me. No, I haven't seen a butterfly. Of course I haven't seen a butterfly. He's like, great. So in your day-to-day, from what you know right now, you don't see butterflies. In your walk to work, in your walk back, and you're going to dinner, doing whatever, day-to-day, no butterflies around, right? Like, absolutely not. No butterflies around me. So he said, okay, so here's an experiment I want you to do. For the next 24 hours, believe that you will see a butterfly. There is no reason, really, from your current experience that you should see one, but just because I said so, just because I am saying and requesting you that for just 24 hours, which means from this evening to the next evening, you will see 1 butterfly. That's it. Right? Could you tell that to yourself just for 24 hours, just for this experiment's sake? And if it fails, it fails. Right? So I was like, that sounds fine. I'll tell myself that I'll see a butterfly, but I know it's not going to happen, right? And so I go about my day and I'm walking down to office, nothing happens. And I do my work all day. I'm inside an office, nothing happens. And on the way back, like I always took, I took a way back and suddenly I see a butterfly. I see a butterfly when I've never seen a butterfly. At that time I was living in the middle of a city. There was no reason to believe that there will be butterflies. There are no flowers around me. And I was like, oh, I see a butterfly. And then I realized how our attention, whatever we put our attention towards, suddenly we start to notice. And that is really the essence of this exercise. If we get our clients to put their attention to the 3 positives, every time they get a negative, soon enough, this will become their default state. Soon enough, they will turn from thinking about how life's being hard on them to how life's being great to them. Right? So they will start moving towards a positive, affirmative direction. And that's what you want, because when they are more positive, more affirmative, guess what? We've found through research, people who are more positive tend to create more in their life, create better outcomes, achieve their goals, be more fulfilled, because they're more positive. So when your client starts to focus on positive stuff, it's very likely that they will achieve more goals in their life, and that will be thanks to your coaching. The 4th exercise that I want to invite you to is when you get a positive news, or when your clients get a positive news, ask them to slow down and really appreciate what just happened. This is again how our mind works, right? When we get a negative news, we ponder upon that like crazy, right? Last time when somebody cut you off in traffic or somebody said something, you thought about it for hours and hours, sometimes even days. It's crazy how much attention we give to negative. But when was the last time that somebody said, hey, thank you for doing what you do? Or I'm so grateful. Or you hit your financial goal. How long did you pause to really celebrate it? Or acknowledge it even? Or was it more like, thank you, and then you moved on? Did you stop to acknowledge what amazing stuff you did? Did you stop to appreciate yourself for the positive outcomes that you created in life? Our behavior is defaulted to ponder on the negative and not appreciate the positive. My invitation for you is to ask your clients to take the time to appreciate the positive. For that matter, that's my invitation to you. Because right now, the amazing work that you're creating in the world, you may not be sitting down to just say, hey, that's amazing what I'm doing. That's awesome. So sit down, take the time and really create an affirmative statement for yourself. Take the time to appreciate yourself so you can create more positive outcome and move into more positive psychology for yourself. As you focus and generate energy around you appreciating the amazingness that you do, you will find more self-love for yourself. You will find more self-appreciation for yourself. You will see your confidence goes up because you wait and go, damn, I was good at that. It's not from a place of ego. It's not from a place of narcissism. It's from a place of appreciation for self. So I really, really invite you and invite your clients to take the time to appreciate the good that they do in the world. And last step, or the last exercise I have for you from positive psychology into coaching is forgiveness. You see, things happen in life, good and bad. And when bad things happen in life, we tend to hold on to it. We tend to feel like somebody did us wrong and feel like anger and frustration towards the person. And while it may feel like, yeah, that's just human behavior, it really builds up in our body. It's been found that if you're stressed very often, your body actually takes a message and you tend to get sick more often, more frequently. But if you have more positivity in your body, you tend to really be able to be healthier. Forgiveness or forgiving someone for the act that may have happened allows you to take away that negative charge, the stress in your body, and create more positivity in your body, and more positivity in your soul. So I want you to do this exercise. I want to invite you to ask your clients to do this exercise. Take a piece of paper. So first thing I want you to do is in the leftmost column, write down the name of the person that triggered something in you that have created stress and anger. In the second column, I want you to write down how this experience might have shattered you, or this negative experience may have charged you so bad, may have given you an experience that you don't appreciate in life. So the second column, I want you to write that. Now, as you're writing the second column, in the third column, I want you to notice what's really happening for you. What's the emotion that's coming up? How are you feeling as you write that down? Now, as this emotion riles up because you're writing the experience and how it was shattering for you, I want you to calm yourself down. Take 3 deep breaths. A deep breath in, hold it for a few seconds, and breathe it out. And do it 3 times. As you do it 3 times, you'll find that your nervous system calms down because oxygen is going into your lungs and going into your bloodstream, and it's releasing all that tension, all that worry. And as you breathe out, you can breathe out that tension, that worry, that anger, that frustration, right? Calm down your nervous system, calm down your emotions. Now, as you are calmer as a person, I want you to go through each of these names, and say, I forgive you. If it is your name that's appearing because you feel like you've done something wrong to yourself, say, I forgive myself, or I forgive you, Ajit, or I forgive you, your name. But say it out aloud or write it out aloud that I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. Say it enough times that you can feel the emotion being released from your body. You can feel that tension, that anger going down a little bit as your nervous system is calmer and you're saying, I forgive you. Mean it, give it away, send it out as energy and let it shake it out of you, and see your nervous system calming down. And see your nervous system calming down. See that energy being released out of you. And as the final step, I want to have you mark it as done. I want you to check off that name and say they have been forgiven. If it's your name, just forgive yourself, check off that name, right? Send it to the universe and say, aho, let it be done. Let it be done and over with, that you have forgiven this person. You have forgiven the instance and the feeling that it created for you, that now you have released this emotion and you've become the person that you truly are. The more positive, more affirmative, more amazing human being that you are. So those were 5 exercises from positive psychology that you can use in your coaching practice right away. I would say even use it in your life right away. Which one of these sound is outstanding to you, something that you're like, that Ajit I'm taking, I'm putting it in my practice, I'm going to do it with my clients, I'm going to do it for myself, right? Write that in the comment section below so I know which exercise out of these 5 really landed for you. I'm sure you enjoyed this amazing video on how to use positive psychology in coaching, so go ahead and don't be shy, hit that like button. Share it with somebody that you think can use these tools in their life or in their coaching practice. If you haven't yet, for whatever reason, not hit the red subscribe button, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Every single week we create amazing videos like these that you can use in your coaching practice and in your life, and I would love to hear from you. What is it that is creating as an impact in your life? So thank you very much for watching. This is Ajit Navlakha, and you're watching this on Ever Coach.